Hello, welcome to another Secrets of Strixhaven draft. I've got a harmonized trio here. Can tap 2 untapped creatures I control to prepare it, and its prepare spell is Brainstorm. So that's a pretty solid engine. Also Group Project, which I like a lot. Aside from that, we got like Scolding Administrator, Aberrant Mana Worm. But I think I'm just going to take the harmonized trio because this is good in both Prismari and Quandrix. And Group Project, yeah, it's fine in Silverquill too, but I think this card is a little bit stronger. Just getting like repeated brainstorms in the late game if you have a board stall seems pretty strong. I guess the one weakness is in Prismari, your deck's a little more creature light because they're so spell heavy. So you'll have less creatures. It's more of a cost to tap 2, but you can still do it. And in Quandrix, it's very reasonable to do this. So let's try out the rare, see how good it is. All right, now we have a Flow State, Disdainful Stroke, Deluge Virtuoso. I think the best cards are all blue. There's some good green cards, Mana Worm, Zamon's Experiment, but they aren't enough better that I would take one of them over these good blue cards. I'm kind of inclined to take Flow State. I think Disdainful Stroke's pretty solid in this format. You have a lot of... it's great against Quandrix and Prismari. Not great against Silverquill, but not as great against Witherbloom either. But still, it's a solid card. But Flow State's really nice. It's like a 2-mana draw 2 if you have an instant or sorcery in your graveyard. And if you don't have that, it's just like an Anticipate. I think the card's very good. I'd like to try it out. Okay, now we got kind of a weak pack here. Best, only one blue card. It's not really a good one. Not really any good green cards either for Quandrix. We got a Monstrous Rage, which I guess best red card in the pack. It's pretty solid, but definitely better in the more creature-heavy blue-red decks, which to be fair, this is what I want. I want this card in. I need sufficient creatures to make this good, so I could draft a like aggressive sort of prowess Opus-style deck with Monstrous Rage. It's pretty reasonable. If I didn't take that, like, what am I taking? Last Gasp, I guess, or Wilt in the Heat are the best cards here. I could take Last Gasp if I end up in some like Quandrix splashing a bunch of things. It's not unreasonable, but I think I'm gonna take the Monstrous Rage. All right. Well, there's an Encouraging Aviator, which is pretty solid. It's a 3-mana 2/3 flyer. When it attacks, becomes prepared, and its prepare spell is Jump. So good, again, in like the blue-red aggressive style of deck, which Fire Dancer is also good in. There's also the Botanist, which is good. Elite Interceptor is fine. Spell Pierce is decent, but I think I'm just going to take the Aviator. Just keep cutting blue here. Okay. This is interesting. So now we have Shared Roots and Studious First Year, which are both decent green cards. The First Year would probably be better in my deck just because the body is good for the Harmonized trio. We also have Quick Study, which is just a very solid blue card, and Tackle Artist, which I think is good in the style of deck, but I'm not going to prioritize it as much as the other two. So I think for me, it's really between Quick Study and Studious First Year. And I think I'm just going to take the Quick Study. Again, just keep cutting blue cards. Like, First Year is good, but Quick Study is also very good. I do like that quite a bit. Happy to take it. Okay. Well, there's a Landscape Painter. Johnny's response is decent, but blue-white's not really where I want to be, fortunately. I wish they would print more formats that had 10 archetypes every color pair. They've had kind of a string of a lot of 5-pair archetypes, which kind of makes me think maybe they're just pushing out sets so fast they don't have time to create the 10 archetype sets. So we're going to avoid blue-white here, even though this is kind of a nice card, but I'll take the Painter. I think it's still okay. All right, so there's a Procrastinate and a Studious First Year, Knockout Maneuver, Embrace the Paradox. I mean, I think Procrastinate's decent, but I think I'm going to spec on the Studious First Year. So if Quandrix is open, this is a pretty nice one in the Quandrix deck. Okay. Well, now there's a Fractal Tender. Also a Spellbook Seeker. Fractal Tender, basically, if you manage to put a counter on it, like via increment, you make another Fractal. I think it's decent. There's also Dual Tactics, which, again, is good in the aggressive blue-red deck. It's kind of tough, honestly. I think I'm going to take the Fractal Tender. I just want to see how good this is. But yeah, I'm not sure about that. All right, and there's a Terrafractal and a Muse's Encouragement. I would rather have the Terrafractal, I think. There's also a Barrage. Just a fight spell. It's not bad. I feel like Terrafractal might be better, though. I'm going to take the Terrafractal. Alright, so I feel like Quandrix might be the lane. Zamon's Experiment is quite good in Quandrix. Virtuoso is pretty solid, too, in both decks. Although better in Prismari. I could take this just to keep open in case I open a busted Prismari card in pack 2. Yeah, I think I'll keep open. Alright, Follow the Lumerets, probably not great. But I'll just take it. Well, I'll take the last gasp. There is a world where I splash black and I'm in like Quandrix Converge. I don't think Follow the Lumerets is going to be good in my deck. Growth Curve, I don't think this card's very good. Well, kind of good with the fractals, but I think Spell Pierce is better. Alright, I get my Growth Curve anyways. Is Spell Pierce main deckable in this format? It might be. So at this point, we could go Quandrix or Prismari. It feels like Quandrix is a little bit more open. So now we have an Abstract Paint Mage if we want to go Prismari, or a Proctor's Gaze, or an Essence Scatter. I'm inclined to take the Essence Scatter, just it's always going to be good. Again, I still don't know if I'm Prismari or Quandrix. I think this card's decent. This card's fine, but I think I like Essence Scatter more on average. Paint Mage has just been okay in my experience. Yeah, I'm going to take the Essence Scatter. I like that card. Ooh, Mana Sculpt. It's a counter. It's a cancel, but it's a mana drain if you control a wizard. So I have 6 wizards right now, counting the bear and this. Still though, it's kind of good. Rapturous Moment's also pretty solid. And so is Unsubtle Mockery. I don't know, like, I have a decent amount of wizards. Kinda want to try it out. Also, you know, if I take the Mockery and I go Quandrix, then I can't play the Mockery. I'm just going to take the Mana Sculpt. I think we can actually make that work in this deck. Alright, so this pack is not looking so hot. There's a Chelonian Tackle, which is a pretty mediocre fight spell. There's an Archaic, which is okay. I don't think this card's very good. Chase Inspiration. This card is not looking great either. I guess I don't have much removal yet. Maybe I'll just take the Chelonian Tackle. I do feel like Quandrix is more likely the lane I want to be in. But I don't really like the card very much. There's another Terrafractal here. And a Royal Treatment. And a Potioner's Trove, which is a pretty reasonable card if I want to splash. I think I'm just going to take a second Terrafractal. Trove is kind of good though. Yeah, I'm just taking out a Terrafractal, I think. Alright, Tam is a nice one. Basically the new Tatiova. 4/3 for 4, whenever a land you control enters becomes prepared, and you can pay 2. Its prepare spell is draw a card, gain a life. Seems very good here. Alright, so yeah, we're Quandrix. It's official. Ooh, now I get a Bertha. And there's another Tam here. A Bertha's nice. 1/4 increment. Whenever you put one or more +1/+1 counters on it, you get a mana of any color, and then you can basically X tap, create a fractal, X +1/+1 counter. So late game, just pump out 4/4s, 5/5s, 6/6s. I think I like it more than Tam. All right. Nice. I think Quandrix is the last archetype in the format I haven't drafted yet. I've drafted Converge, and I've drafted the other 4 schools. I've not drafted Quandrix yet. So we'll see how good it is. I do like Expressive Iteration, but probably just take another Deluge Virtuoso. I don't really have any spells, expensive instants or sorceries to buff it twice, but still, I think it's okay. This card's okay for the sideboard too, but I like the Virtuoso. Alright, this card's reasonable. It's a 2-drop that has increment, and I can move counters around. I think that's solid. Right, I don't really love Infirmary Healer. It's not bad. I'm tempted just to take a Terramorphic in case I want to splash. Yeah, I think I will. Also just makes the mana better. So I'm at, my wizard count's up to 9. Oh man, I can mana sculpt with a wizard in play and then sink all the mana into a huge Terrafractal. It's kind of nice. All right, I'll take the Titan's Grave in case I want to splash black. I don't really love this card. There's a world where I play the Chase Inspiration to protect like a Bertha or a Tam or something. Alright. I don't think I'm playing Follow the Limerence, but I already have 1 growth curve. I'm definitely not playing 2. So I'll take my first follow. Hope I get better removal than Chelonian Tackle. I don't know what that would be. Because there's another fight spell which is 2 mana. Right? There's a chance I play Page. Ooh, Fractal Mascot, last pick? That's a gift. Oh. Alright. How about one of the best cards in the set? 5 mana, put 2/+1 counters on all creatures you control, and it's got Paradigm, so it casts every turn of the game. That seems good. Definitely like the studio's first year, so I get the bodies in play, ramp up to it. Stock Up's really good too, but yeah, this card is insane. So now I just want to I have 14 creatures, nice. I just want a lot of creatures. I might play the Page, honestly, Page ramping into this seems good. Wow, I get another great green rare here. 3 mana for a 4/4 Death Touch, already that's great. And then I can pay 5 mana, mill 7, and then put a creature card from among them onto the battlefield. It's a very, very strong card. Gonna take that here. Passing up on Thornfish Striker, another Aviator. Newt would be nice. Alright, so I can take a Newt or a Procrastinate. Also, no more Fractal stuff. The Newt, I don't know, the Newt's looking good. I do really want to be able to ramp into some of the stuff. I would like a Procrastinate too, but I don't know. This looks like a really good Newt deck to me. Yeah. Alright, I can take a Deduce, or I can take a Bounce Spell, or a Transcendent Archaic, Grapple, Glorious Decay. I'll take a Deduce. This card's solid. I don't really love these other cards. This is 23 right here. Still at 9 wizards. Wow, another Vastland Scavenger? Okay. I would love the Barrage and the Cuboid Colony, but I can't pass up on a second one of these. Green was indeed the place to be. Definitely getting rewarded for moving in with these two getting passed. See, Comforting Counsel, though, I don't think I can make that work in Quandrix. I think I'll take a second Fractal Mascot, though, over Encouraging Aviator. This card seems good to me. 6/6 trample that stuns something. Yep, like a second one of those. All right, Quandrix Charm is reasonable. It's interaction. It can counter a spell. So it's not bad. I'll take it here. Ooh, I get the Muldrifter creature now too. It's pretty reasonable for me to have toughness 10 or greater, since this only costs 2 mana. Okay. Oh, I wield Procrastinate. That's really nice. I really wanted that. Just some interaction for my Simic deck. Alright, so what are we going to cut here? I have to cut 5 cards? Probably Chelonian Tackle. Ooh, I got another Newt. This card's good too. But I feel like this deck wants the Newt more. Yeah, I think it's got a ton of ways to gain life. Probably going to cut the page. I think with 2 Newts in the first year, I don't need the page anymore. What else? Maybe the Chelonian Tackle. I don't think that card's great. Fractal Tender is kind of a combo with the Practicum. The Practicum puts counters on the Tender, which then lets me make more fractals every turn. Alright, I can take a Wild Hypothesis. And do I have the Pump spell? I think I'd rather the Glorious Decay, actually, for the board. Killing a flyer or blowing Disenchanting is nice. Okay. So what could I cut here? I could cut this thing. Could cut Page. Could cut Landscape Painter. Deduce is cuttable. Aviator seems like it could be good. Chelonian Tackle is very cuttable. I could trim a Virtuoso. How many instants of sorceries do I have? 10 total. This is the only one which triggers Opus. I think I'm going to cut the page. Chelonian Tackle. I mean, Tackle's good on the Scavenger. I might need it. Just I don't have a lot of removal. Like, I got 2 counter spells, Quandrix Charm and Essence Scatter. Then I have Procrastinate and some, like, stun cards, but I have no permanent removal. Let's cut the Wild Hypothesis, I think. I'd rather have Terra Fractals. I do think the Mana Sculpt's got a lot of potential in this deck. 9 Wizards still. To cut 5 more, though. Tester is just a nice 2-drop wizard. I think I like the Tester. Could trim some number of Virtuosos. I could cut this one. As far as ways to increment it, I guess, yeah, I mean, I got a couple ways to increment it. This card is still good. This is tough. I could cut a Fractal Mascot, but that is more interaction. I think I still want it. Also a good one to flip off of the Scavengers. Alright, let's cut the Landscape Painter. And I think we are supposed to cut the Deduce as well. What's better, Deduce or Quick Study? I'm not actually sure. $18 creatures. I want a lot of creatures for the Practicum. Got 3 counter spells. So, I mean, the instant speed draw is pretty good. Maybe I just cut the Chelonian Tackle. Oh, it's pretty good with the Newt, though. I have the 2 Newts and the 2 Scavengers. Yeah, it's good with those for sure. And maybe I keep it. what to cut. I mean, Procrastinate I could cut as well. Could cut Flow State. Actually, let's see. Only 9 instants and sorceries? I mean, it's possible that the Deduce and the Quick Study are both better than Flow State just because they're instants. And when I have 3 counterspells, Essence Scatter, Quandrix Charm, and Mana Sculpt, instants are a lot more appealing than Flow State. All right, let's cut the Flow State. Still have to cut 3 more. Could also trim a Fractal Mascot, I suppose. I do think I want the interaction. I'm tempted just to cut both Virtuosos. It cuts down on the wizard count a bit, that's for sure. But this isn't really a beatdown deck. Still a good card, though. I could cut like both Virtuosos and then one of these card draw spells. Also trim a Terrafractal, I suppose. 16 creatures. Because again, like, tapping out is a little risky. It's also bad to hit off of the Scavenger. It's a good card, though. I feel like the instant speed card draw is going to be really nice, though. Alright, I think I'm going to trim 1 Terrafractal. It's possible the Mascot is worse, but I kind of like this because it instantly stabilizes the board the turn it comes down. I might need something like that. I still have 15 creatures. That's a lot for the Practicum. These card draw spells make my deck a little more consistent, and then the removal also buys me time to win with cards like this. So I think I'm going to start with that. I'll cut the Titan's Grave. Alright, so 9/9 for mana, looks good. Alright, let's go with this. Alright, round 1. Yep, hand solid. Turn 2 Newt, turn 3 Scavenger, if the Newt lives. Oh, okay. Well, now I don't even care if the Newt lives. Just drop some 4/4 Death Touches for the next couple turns. Grixis. Probably Prismari. Or maybe it could be Converge as well. Discard the Chase Inspiration. Okay. Let's just get the bears going. Attack for 1. I can even activate the prepared spell next turn. Mill 7 cards. That is a lot. But it is value. I assume this is going to remove this. Then I'll play another one. Yeah, milling 7 cards is a lot. There's an element of risk to that. But I think it's worth it to get a free creature. Mill 7, draw a card, basically. Or better than draw a card. Goes right into play. Best hit would be like my second Fractal Mascot. Bertha would be a solid hit. Fractal Tender, these would all be good. Uh-oh. Danger. Loot is a card I could easily lose to. Yeah, there are a lot of cards which can kill you off the loot. Mathemagic. I guess milling 7 is dangerous if he has Mathemagic. Mathemagics. It's also Traumatic Critique. Alright. I got my other 6/6. Also a draw 2, but I'm just going to take a 6/6. I need to put pressure on him when that loot is in play. Okay. Tempted to just do attack and play another mascot. Or I could play the Aviator and the Scavenger. That's better, actually. Diversify my threats. I'll play this first. I guess he has Essence Scatter. See if he has a sweeper would get me good. You can play any color spells right now. Alright, that I'm not too worried about. Because I can freeze it with the Fractal Mascot. Oh, that's probably going to lock it up here. Wait, he's got a chump block. I mean, I could go for lethal to tap it down with a mascot, but then I don't have counterspell up. I feel like I should just hold up counterspell. I'm going to attack with all. I don't need to jump anything. Okay. He still has to block the 6/6. Okay. Just gonna pass with counterspell up. Hop to it. Yeah, I can beat that. I got 2 flying lethal threats here. I could bind a life, but I'm not even going to show it to him. I don't want to tap out. The deuce. Oh, I screwed up. Oh, I screwed up actually pretty badly here. I could have given all 3 flying. Wait, no. Actually, I can still do it. Oh, now now I can't. I should have held full control. All right, we're gonna give the Scavenger flying since the other one has trample. I could have given them both flying. I screwed that up for sure. He needs 2 removal spells to not die here. All right, he's just dead. All right, Resonating Loot, a scary card. I think I bring in the glorious. What is it? I pick your poison also. So this kills loots and flyers. Sky Whale's a 1/4. 2 chase inspirations. And this card also kills flyers and loots. So I think I like both of them. As far as counter spells, or as far as cards to cut, maybe the Chelonian Tackle. It's a pretty cuttable card. Could cut Mana Sculpt. Or I could cut Essence Scatter, actually. If it's a loot deck, it probably doesn't have a ton of creatures. Like, alright, let's cut Essence Scatter. I think I'm fine with that. Keep the counter spells, which can counter the loot. Actually, probably one at the board and Spell Pierce, now to think about it. I have a lot of good sideboard cards against this kind of deck. Yep, I like this. Quick Study plus Mana Sculpt's a good combination. That's a good draw. So next turn I can hold up Mana Sculpt and Quick Study. Not a Salamander Wizard, unfortunately. Just a newt. That would have been a good one to mana sculpt, but alright. Masterful Flourish. So he's got a lot of the tricks to protect a creature. Oh, this makes him sacrifice a creature with flying. Let's just attack. Pass. Awkwardly though, the treasure makes it so I can't make him sack the loot. Cody? That seems very dangerous. I think I need to counter Cody. Alright, let's just newt and then quick study on his end step. I could just do it now. Yeah, I'll do it on his end step. Make him fear more counter spells. Alright, I don't care about hop to it. This treasure is protecting the loot from pick your poison. Okay. These are good. Let's just get a fractal mascot going, I think. And then a studious first year. I can still make them sack a Sky Whale if they play one. Or I can make them sack that. Probably will. Since I can't get the loot with this. Archaic's Agony. So whatever card... They didn't want Archaic's Agony. That would have been a good card. So can I do everything? I can fractal... Yeah, I can cast all the spells I want to cast this turn. Although, it's possible I want to cast the Aviator before the Tender. Just because the Aviator is more aggressive. Sack a creature with flying. Yeah, I think I'm going to go Aviator plus Rampant Growth. Another island, I think. It's like all these newts. Probably should not trade off the 1/1 because I have the Practication, or the Germination Practicum in my deck. So I think we're just going to go attack for 6. I could attack with both of these. Now these have a good double block. Let's just attack for 6. And then play the Aviator. Both the Mascot and the Aviator are threatening. You can play another Flyer, though. That card is not very good. Discarded his whole hand. So many Chase Inspirations, and opponent cooked here. Alright, so they're discarding that. Wow, this is a brew. 5-color loot. Oh, that's a good one. I'm slightly worried about a sweeper. Tempted to play both of these. It's kind of nice. This will... Yeah. 7, 9 mana. Now I think I'm going to trade the first year away just because I want him to have less chump blockers. So I'm going to attack with these 3. Yeah, because I'm going to be making a bunch of fractals. And unfortunately, I do need all my mana, so I can't jump the bear. Because I'm going to play Fractal Tender and then play Berta, increment the Tender, and make a fractal. Okay. Chump blocking. I mean, they're going to take trample damage. There's an argument to not overextending here. But if he kills the Mascot, then I won't have a good follow-up. What is going on? 3 Chase Inspirations? Just to take less trample damage. Okay. Overextending. What could go wrong? If he doesn't have a sweeper, this just finishes him off next turn. Well, Cody's back, but I think it's too late. Now I can just jump some stuff. I can jump. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, we can jump 2 creatures. All right, 1-0. I got the right avatar for my deck. I got Simone. Ooh. This hand's ooh, I'm on the play. If my next card is a land, this hand would be great. I'm keeping it. All I need is 1 land, and this hand is totally fine. Because I can deduce, find land 2. Eventually I can ramp and growth, find more lands. I also have some cheap creatures that I can start brainstorming with. I think it's reasonable. I will need to hit a second land at some point. I can afford to miss 1 turn. Alright. Playing in Silver Quill, I don't like that. That's the one school that punishes this hand the most. If I hit another land, I'm probably playing Tester first, because then I can deduce, grow the Tester. Stone Docent, alright. Land is great. Yeah, let's just play the Tester. I think I'm going to hold on to the Harmonized Trio. I mean, maybe I don't even... I'm not going to block this turn, because next turn I can play the Studious First Year and Brainstorm. Alright, so we're taking damage. It's tempting to trade, but he probably has a way to target a thing and be a disaster to block here. He's got like an Abrade. Like abrades the trio, grows the Docent, kills the other creature I block. Yeah, sure. Alright, but we are going to start grinding now. So I think I'm gonna play this Rampant Growth. Get an island. And my plan is to brainstorm here to prepare. So no attacks. I could even block the Docent and then brainstorm. We'll see if he attacks. I just want to ramp into the Fractal Mascot. Or Tam. I feel like they probably have another way to pump the thing. Let's see what they do. No attacks. Love that. Let's get prepared. Could have removal on the trio. Oh, they don't. We drew a land. So I could hold up Essence Scatter and Deduce. Just keep going off here. Kind of like that. Could also play Tam, but I kind of want to play Tam on turn 6 so I can play it, play a land, activate it immediately. I think we're just gonna pass. Hold up Essence Scatter and Deduce, and I can brainstorm at any point. Brainstorm and prepare again. I think I am actually gonna move a counter. Well, no. Yeah, I am, because I can't brainstorm, deduce, and essence scatter this turn because I only have 2 blue mana. So I'm going to spend 3 or 4 blue mana, so I think I actually do pay 1. Move it to the bear. So then I get to put another counter on my tester when I Essence Scatter or Deduce. Now we're in great shape. All right. Let's brainstorm first. I could brainstorm twice. Wow. All right, let's put these two on top. I do want to find a land, though. So let's do this again. Prepare. I might just want to brainstorm again while I can. Yeah, because I could actually hit a land. Deduce doesn't hit a land. Yeah, I'm just going to do it while I can. Alright, so no lands coming up. Sure. I do want to get the Newton play. And we're just going to pass again. Hold up Quandrix Charm, Essence Scatter, Deduce, and Brainstorm. Decline. I could even attack, but I don't really need to. Okay. Let's just go. I can mana sculpt it. Oh my god, I have a wizard. Alright. This is going to be backbreaking. Yeah, it's got to be game, right? Alright. So now I have a bunch of mana. Playing Tamir doesn't do much. I could play this thing. Actually, let's do this first. How much total toughness do I have? I currently have 7, 8 total toughness. So 2 more and this gets reduced. Getting choked on blue mana though. Yeah, I think I'd rather play this one first. Gets the most pressure on him too. Tap that down. I'll decline. Just go attack with these two. So I can brainstorm again. I still got Quandrix Charm and Essence Scatter up. Yeah, this is looking good. Up to it. Yeah, I don't care about that. Let me think. If I Quandrix Charm that, could I kill him? If I Quandrix Charm that, he's dead. Alright. Well, no, you get a land. I think I'm still going to counter it. Let's just nail the coffin here. I don't need to prepare again. Alright, let's not show him. Is there anything? He could have a road, I guess. So I guess I do want to play this first. Oh, right, it doesn't level up the tester. Oh my god. I could show him that, but I don't want to. I don't think I need to. 6. Yeah, attack everybody. He needs a road to not die. Okay. Kept the one lander, but yeah, it definitely worked out. So playing against Silver Quill. Nothing super scary there. Wait, mountains? Or of Amity Plains map? Silver Quill. Alright, so playing as Mardu. Looks somewhat aggressive. Definitely don't like the painter because he's got hop to it, a bunch of 1/1s. I could put in a Deluge Virtuoso just to buy myself time. It's not unreasonable. I could get a counterspell on the draw, like a Mana Sculpt. Maybe it's just too slow if they're beating down. Yeah, let's put in a Virtuoso and I think cut a Mana Sculpt. I think I like the Tackle and the Procrastinate. Mana Sculpt was great that game, but on the draw, I think I'd rather have Virtuoso. Anything else? Could put in a second Virtuoso. What would I cut for that? Fractal Tender. Yeah, I could cut Fractal Tender. Yeah, just slow them down. I think I'm okay with this. Two Virtuosos. Let's do that. Buy myself time to draw cards and find my Germination Practicum. And looks great. That's turn 2 Rampant Growth, turn 3 Scavenger or Virtuoso. Hope this lives because I do want to get a second forest. Nice. That's a good card. I'm glad my thing is living. It's a scary card though. I can stun it for a while. Our creature gets possible swing against double strike. Yeah, that's nice. So the question is, do I play the Virtuoso first or the... Oh. I think I play the Virtuoso first just to slow him down. And then I play the Germination Practicum. Or do I play the Scavenger? If he has removal for Scavenger, then I take 4. If he doesn't have removal, then I can block the Laureate. Alright, I think I'm gonna freeze the Owlin Historian. And yeah, I'll attack. Not blocking with it. Hope this holds him off. And I can land the Practicum, make all my things huge. Alright. Maybe we can still use the prepared spell to get through. But the thing already is double strike, so I prefer to use it on the Laureate. Yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna take 4 here. Probably just gonna slam the Practicum next turn. I still gotta find an answer to the flyer, but should have time. Yeah, let's just do this. I could even attack. Attack for 9. Nah, let's just sit back. The longer this game goes on, more likely I am to win. Let's just not die to some double strike nonsense. He would have been at 10 next turn. I'd have a 5/5 and a 6/6. So yeah, I would be threatening lethal. I don't know, maybe I should have attacked there. Alright, well, I like this. If I get the mascot in play, I think we're good. I seem to be playing creatures. Could attack for 7 now. And play like this thing. Another good blocker. Although then if he kills the 5/5, I don't have a good block on the dromedary. I still think I should attack. I could also quick study here, and if I miss on a land, I could play the Newt, which still trades for the dromedary. Oh, he's chump blocking? Alright, I think I'm going to do that. Because the Newt's still a good blocker. Alright, let's just get out the 4/4. There's no threaten in the set, right? Next turn I can play the Fractal Mascot, and that should probably be the nail in the coffin. Because that'll slow him down from racing me, and then a couple more terms of the Practicum. He's not coming back from that. Yeah, Virtuoso's pretty good with the Practicum, that's for sure. Then again, most creatures are. Oh! Prepared again. I could... Alright. You can do 6 to me. He has like a Monstrous Rage, I'm dead. Okay. I'm taking 8. Alright. It's getting close. It's pretty scary, actually. So let's see. I attack with the attack. He actually has to block. Well, if I attack with 2, he doesn't have to block. I have to attack with all 3 to force him to block. But then I'll only have 1 blocker. So I could play the Mascot and tap that one down. But then if he kills the Mascot, I die. So I don't think I want to attack with all 3. I think I just attack with the 9/9. Okay, takes it. Mascot. Tap down the Historian. Expanse. Pass. Next turn I can get... He probably have to lose his whole board. Might be able to kill him next turn. Although maybe not. He can chump block 3 and then take 8. Go to 2. Try and kill me with the Historian. Potentially. Game's not over. Attacking there. What does this mean? Like Monstrous Rage plus removal? Their card which gives it buffs and gives it trample. Or maybe he has a way to reanimate it again, so he can give the Historian double strike. I have to block it. I could have double blocked it. Maybe that's safer. Okay. Oh, it's still... He needs another thing to kill the first year. Alright. I think he wanted to hold those, because then next turn he could have done it on the Historian and go for lethal. Unless he has even more pump. But doesn't have trample. Guess I could have killed it if I had double blocked. This game's close. I could still lose to a pump spell. What a good draw. I think that's lethal. Yep. Tap down the dromedary. Attack with all. Whew. Boarding both of these in, super clutch this game. It would have been a Mana Sculpt and a Fractal Tender, which both would have been worse, I think. Alright. 2-0. Win with our ridiculous bomb. Alright. Final match here. Hand is glacially slow, but it's got my best card in it. I think I'm going to keep it. I am on the play. It's a bit greedy though. Hopefully it's not against Silver Quill. Alright, I love seeing Island there. I got Fractal Tender, Germination Practicum. That's a combo. Just floods the board. Oh, Newt was an incredible draw there. Because now I can play the Practicum next turn. Or I could play the Fractal Tender. Oh. Okay. I think it's pretty close. I think I like getting the creature in play. You can kill it. Because like getting this thing in play doesn't do anything yet. Next turn I could play the Mascot. Maybe he doesn't kill this, then I can play the Practicum. And get a Fractal. Yep, take it. Just chump block with Fractals forever. Another Newt. Holding up potentially Essence Scatter. Alright, I think the danger with Fractal is that if he has Essence Scatter, it's horrific for me. I guess I still make a 3/3 to chump block with. It's not the end of the world. Yeah, it's not the worst. This thing, I guess you could have like Spell Pierce. Quandrix Charm. Yeah, Quandrix Charm on this would be bad. Alright, maybe I just want to run this out. Because I still get a Fractal. I get to tap down the 6/6. Also a great attacker. Alright, you did have it. It's not a problem. Because I still get to make a 3/3 that I can block the 6/6 with. Alright. I'll probably go for another Fractal Mascot next turn. Tap down the 6/6, get a 3/3. Take it. Or I could just get this going. Save this for a flyer. Maybe I just want to get this thing going. Yeah, I think so. Now my Newt can trade with a 6/6. He has to kill my Fractal Tender, because it's an engine. It's spitting out fractals. His Newts are pretty annoying, to be honest. I can trade a Fractal for one of them. guess 3 removal spells, I guess I die. But this one's got War 2, so kind of hard to pull that off. Alright. Well, I did lose my best creature there. Alright, don't care about that. Oh wow, okay. I'll trade off. I do need to draw more creatures. I think I still need to tap down the Newt, so he definitely doesn't have a good attack. If he has removal, then I do take an extra damage this way. Hopefully he's out. Okay, he's out of stuff. Great. I'll have to draw more creatures, or card draw. Procrastinate. I mean, I could procrastinate the Newt for a really long time. Just keep pecking in if I don't. But what if he plays like a huge flyer next turn? I feel like I'm just going to protect my life total. The Newt's going to be a problem. It's going to be annoying. 5, 8 mana. Alright. Could trade 8 for 3, potentially. No, not good. Not yet. Oh, your removal? Ah, that's bad. Need to rip a creature. That is a good creature to rip, my god. I'm going to do this on his upkeep. So if I hit my other mascot, I get to tap down a creature. And I don't want him to counter this. Okay. I think I want this thing, because it can threaten lethal pretty fast once I grow my team sufficiently. This one's tempting too. But I think I need a blocker. So we'll go with the Aviator. I just need him to whiff for a couple turns. He draws like an expensive removal to grow the Tester. Alright, that's a good sign. Alright. Fortunate. Yeah, I can't attack because if he draws removal, I just die. I guess I do want to play the land. So I have quick study I can still draw. Yep. This is nerve-wracking. Alright, he's still missing. He kept the card on top, that's not good. Alright, another creature's not bad. Do I attack for 8? I definitely want to leave one creature back. I guess if he top decked removal, he's going to kill the creature I leave back. I'd probably rather have the Aviator still in play, because that gives me inevitability. So let me just think here. Attack with this. Goes down to 16 if I attack with the Aviator, and then next turn, I definitely could go for lethal. All right, let's go with just the Aviator in here. And play the Newt, because at least Newt can trade with one of these creatures. Okay. So I might have lethal here, right? depending what he flips. Flips like a 2-mana removal. He taps out, he's dead. So I can jump both of my things. Okay. Tap out, please. All right. One more creature, I'd feel a lot safer here. Or counter spell will lock this up. Actually, I wouldn't because I need to quick study. All right, that's good. I will quick study. Berta. I do think I need to double jump here. Actually, I don't even need to double jump. I guess I'm just jumping once, aren't I? That's sufficient to kill him. If he has removal, then double jumping, he can kill the 10/10 and then he lives. So we're just jumping once. Jump to 10/10. Attack for 18 in the air. Whew. All right. All right, so he's got a bit of removal. Wander off, knockout maneuver with all the newts, Proctor's Gaze. Apply Geometry is a good card. But otherwise, his creatures aren't super threatening. What don't I like? I don't know if I need Procrastinate. His creatures are all pretty whatever. Part of me just wants like a Virtuoso instead of Procrastinate, just so I can trade off with a 1/2. I guess the 6/6 is annoying in a long game. Mana Sculpt, this seems like a good matchup for Mana Sculpt. I don't think I want to cut it out even on the draw. Chelonian Tackle, I could, actually maybe that's worse than Procrastinate. Yeah, he's got Proctor's Gaze, Wander Off, Instant Speed Interaction. Let's get the Chelonian Tackle, bring in a Deluge Virtuoso. Terrafractal actually could be pretty decent too, now I think about it. He didn't show me any flyers, and the newts kind of gum up the ground. Could board out the Procrastinate too. I think I do want a permanent answer to the 6/6. Yeah, I still have one Terrafractal. I think this is fine. This hand looks pretty solid to me. This hand looks insane, actually. Turn 1 Trio, turn 2 Newt, turn 3 Berta, and then prepare. Okay. Oh, wow. Which 4-drop do I want to play next turn? Assuming that the first one gets killed. Maybe the Berta? I think the Tam probably going to win the game more than the Berta will. I don't know, it's close. Berta is also good. I guess I do have a card draw engine with the tree already, so maybe I don't need the Tam. Alright, well, never mind, it's dead. So I think I do play the Berta first, because I'm not going to be using this the following turn. I'm going to be playing Berta then. So yeah, let's just get Berta out so I can start incrementing it. Plus next turn, if Berta lives, I can play Tam, increment Berta, generate a mana, and then play the Newt. But I feel like it's about to just get wandered off. immediately. Oh, bounced. Okay. Fine with this. Oh man. You just play that and another newt. Kind of like Berta. Berta generates a bunch of mana though. Yeah, I'm still gonna play Berta. Plus I don't want it to get Essence scattered. Let's make him answer it this turn. If he doesn't, then the mana it generates is gonna be nice. Alright. Whenever you cast a spell, the amount of mana you spent is greater than this creature's power or toughness. Put a counter on the creature. I think I actually want another forest. Alright, so I can play this, 2 mana, it generates a mana, and then I can play this. Or I could play Tam. This basically costs 1 mana. I wouldn't be able to... Actually, wait. I would be able to use Tam, wouldn't I? Play the newts. Tap this newt for 4. Play Tam. Get it. Yes, I would be able to use... Alright, so let's go... Play newt. Play Tam. Get another mana. And then use Tam's ability to draw a card. Alright. And I guess attack for 3. Now they have a lot to deal with here. If they kill Tam, Berta's a problem. They kill Berta, Tam's a problem. If 2 removal spells, then just to settle on a scavenger. That card's really good. It draws a lot of cards. I think we're still doing just fine here, though. Alright, let's start off by drawing a card. So I could Scavenger, but I feel like I want to hold up Essence Scatter and just make the fractals while I can. If I attack... Would I trade Tam for Pensive Professor? I probably would, actually. I think I'm okay with that trade. And just make a giant fractal here. Yeah, I didn't think he was going to take that. Right, we're just going to make a 6/6 fractal with Berta. Hold up Essence Scatter. I assume maybe Berta will get killed here, but I'll be glad I made the fractal while I could. Oh, doesn't kill it? Love that. I'm just going to keep drawing cards and making fractals until he stops me. Fractal Tender, okay. This time, I'm not going to attack with Tam, just with the 6/6. I'm just going to make a fractal every turn. Sure. Just pass. I can make a 7/7 fractal now. Just taxes removal. I guess I could have played the Scavenger and then made a 4/4 fractal. That's also reasonable. Just to put more pressure on him. Because the size of the fractals doesn't matter too much, because he's got all these newts in his deck. That is a card which I'm going to S and scatter. I don't want him making a bunch of fractals, having chump blockers. Alright. Bird it down. Just make a 5/5. Alright, so now I'll probably Fractal Mascot. Tap down the Professor, attack for a bunch. Ooh, that's good. I could potentially kill the Professor if he blocks... If he blocks this. Actually, could I kill him? 10? Yeah. Actually, I can kill him this turn. So let's go Fractal Mascot. Tap this down. Oh, you know what? I screwed up. I should have procrastinated for 0 on the 2/1. And then I could have Quandrix Charmed for lethal. But I don't think he's going to block. Yeah. So now I can Quandrix Charm to make the fractal base power of toughness 5/5. So it'll be a 10/10, 14 damage. Boom. Nice. All right. That deck was good. Just humming along with all the value. Yeah, we had a couple of card advantage engines with Harmonized Trio, Tam, and Bertha, just cracking out a creature every turn. These two also big threats, which are also card advantage engines. And then the Practicum, which is just a ridiculous bomb. You win any long game if you're not already super far behind. Then just some good ramp, 2 newts, the Studious First Year, and a couple counter spells, card draw to round it out. Very strong deck. Happy with the format so far, but we'll keep playing. I'll do it for this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next draft.